One man was carved into 27 perfect pieces, while one woman stepped off a train into a station that doesn't exist. Japan's most terrifying mysteries, the Inokashira Park butchery and the legend of Kisaragi Station, remain unsolved to this day. One killer left no trace. The other victim left our reality. Kisaragi Station, the unforgettable darkness. January 2004 was cold and relentless in Japan. On 2channel, one of the most famous forums at the time, a thread dedicated to strange things happening around you featured a post by a girl named Hasumi. No one knew then that this post would become one of the most chilling and famous internet mysteries in history. It began with a deceptive calm. This might just be my imagination, but I'm so scared. I take this train home every day after working late. Today, something is wrong. Hasumi was on the Enshu railway line. The train was supposed to reach her station within 2 or 3 minutes. 5 minutes passed, 10, 20. The train did not slow down. The few passengers in the carriage had fallen into a deep, eerie sleep, as if an unseen force had shuttered their eyes. There was no conductor checking tickets, and the driver did not respond to any intercom pages. With trembling fingers, Hasumi wrote, "The train is going faster than usual. We just passed through a tunnel I've never seen before. The walls are pitch black, as if they're absorbing the light." Users on the forum began to respond. Some mocked her, while others offered practical advice. Call the railway company. Wake someone up. Maybe it's a technical delay. However, the tone shifted to genuine dread when Hasumi wrote, "The signal keeps flickering. I can't make a call. The train has stopped. We've reached a station, Kisaragi Station. I've never heard of this station before. What should I do? Should I get off?" The thread exploded. Hundreds immediately searched for Kisaragi Station in every map, timetable, and official record. It didn't exist. There was no station by that name on Enshu line nor any other line. It was as if it had appeared out of thin air. Despite stern warnings, Hasumi disembarked. She described the station with details that sent shivers down everyone's spine. The place is completely deserted. No staff, no passengers, no vending machines, no working clocks. The sign says Kisaragi Station in a slightly archaic script. It seems to sway under the faint fluorescent lights. It's freezing, colder than it should be this time of year. I went outside. The area looks like a dark, rural wasteland. No distant lights, no cars, just black forests and a terrifying silence. Then, things began to deteriorate. I hear drums. Far away. It sounds like a ritual. There are other noises. Whispers. I can't make out the words. The train left without me. I'm now completely alone. Everyone advised her frantically. Go back to the station and stay inside. Don't leave the tracks. Try to call a family member. But the signal would vanish for long stretches. Hasumi decided to walk along the tracks, heading back in the direction she came from. She wrote that the path seemed much longer than it should be, and that the darkness grew denser with every step. Then came the message that froze the blood of everyone reading. There is someone, or something, approaching from a distance, walking on the tracks toward me. It doesn't look entirely human. I'm going to run. That was Hasumi's final post. She vanished completely. She never replied to any private messages. Her account disappeared. Some dedicated users tried to call the number she had occasionally used, but it was disconnected or non-existent. They checked the railway records. No woman by that name had gone missing that day. It was as if Hasumi never existed, or as if she had crossed over to another realm. Since then, Kisaragi Station has become a terrifying Japanese urban legend. Some say it is a portal to a parallel universe, or to the other side where lost spirits dwell. In archaic Japanese, the word Kisaragi refers to the month of February, and is linked to winter rituals and death in some ancient traditions. To this day, if you take a late train in Japan after midnight and notice the stations bypassing your stop, never get off. Stay seated, no matter how long the journey feels, no matter how innocent the next station appears, because some stations do not exist on any map, and those who step onto their platforms never return. Do you think Kisaragi Station was a parallel dimension, or just a terrifying story that deceived everyone? And why does the idea of being lost in a place the world doesn't recognize frighten us so deeply? Share your opinion in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe if you're a fan of true crime and mystery stories. On the night of April 22nd, 1994, fog crept through the trees of Inokashira Park like the white hands of ghosts. The calm lake, where it was said the water goddess Benzaiten drowns unfaithful lovers, shimmered under the moonlight with an eerie glow. Seiichi Kawamura, a 35-year-old architect, was walking alone near his home adjacent to the park. His steps were heavy, perhaps weighed down by a work problem or a personal matter. He did not know that cold eyes were watching him from the darkness. Suddenly, the sound of swift friction. A powerful hand clamped over his mouth, and a sharp blade touched his neck. There was no scream, only the sound of a body collapsing onto the damp earth. In a dark apartment, perhaps a deserted basement near the park, the butchery began. The perpetrator was no ordinary criminal. He was a master of dismemberment. Using a precision electric saw, perhaps a stolen surgical tool, he cut the body into perfectly uniform pieces, measuring 20 centimeters by 30 centimeters, exactly sized to fit the openings of the park's trash bins. He separated muscle from bone with terrifying accuracy, drained every drop of blood, and washed every piece in cold water until they turned pale as wax. He left no trace, no blood, no sound, no mercy. At dawn on April 23rd, the final journey of what remained of Seiichi began. A man dressed in dark clothes, pushing an old cart, wandered calmly through the paths. He opened each trash bin, placed a shiny black bag, perforated at the bottom to drain water, closed it, and moved on. 27 bags, 27 pieces. The head, the torso, the genitals disappeared forever. In the morning, an elderly cleaning woman was making her daily rounds. She opened a bin near the lake. A strange smell hit her, sweet and rotten all at once. She reached into the black bag. My God! She fell to her knees. Inside the bag, a human foot, severed with surgical precision, its nails still clean as if the owner had bathed just hours before. Within hours, the park turned into a living hell. Police opened every bin, every bag, a hand, a shoulder, a piece of thigh, a bone separated with the skill of a professional surgeon. Every piece had been washed and drained of blood. No fingerprints, no hair, no DNA that could be easily identified at the time. The horror did not end there. In the nights that followed, visitors began hearing noises. Slow footsteps approaching from behind the trees, stopping suddenly. Whispers in the fog. Give it back. My body. A young woman claimed to have seen a headless man standing by the lake, reaching his severed hand toward the water as if searching for his missing parts. Another young man said that at midnight, he saw a figure in a long coat placing black bags in the bins. Then the figure turned toward him, and it had no face. The case remains unsolved. The culprit was never caught. He might have been a friend, a colleague, or a stranger sitting next to you on the subway right now. When you visit Inokashira Park in the spring, beneath the pink cherry blossoms, remember, under the calm surface of the lake, in the trash bins, and among the shadows between the trees, pieces of Seiichi are still waiting to be gathered. Investigation details. The Inokashira Park incident, 1994. The investigation began immediately upon discovery of the first body part on the morning of April 23, 1994, when a cleaning lady found a human ankle in a black plastic bag. Initial procedures. Response: Mitaka Police Station moved quickly to the site. Discovery: a thorough search of the bins, especially around the lake, revealed 27 bags containing human remains distributed across approximately 7 bins. Precision: the parts were cut into uniform sizes, 20 centimeters by 30 centimeters, to fit the bin slots. Task Force: the investigation was handed over to the Tokyo Metropolitan Police Department, and a special task force was formed. Identification of the victim. Physical evidence. Fingerprints and toe prints were partially scraped off with a sharp tool, but some partial prints remained. Identification. On April 26, the victim was identified as Seiichi Kawamura, 35, a first-class architect living near the park. Methods. Police used emerging DNA technology, blood type matching, physical characteristics, and the missing person report filed by his family. Forensic findings. Tools. The killer used an electric saw and potentially other tools like hunting knives. Preparation. Every piece was thoroughly washed and drained of blood, requiring large amounts of water, unlikely in a standard home, and deep anatomical knowledge. Location. No blood was found in the park, meaning the murder and dismemberment occurred elsewhere. Condition. Hemorrhaging in some tissues, like the ribs, suggested he might have still been alive when the dismemberment began. Missing parts. The head, torso, and genitals were never found. Investigation and witnesses. Scale. The team questioned approximately 37,000 people. Witness reports. A man resembling Kawamura was beaten by 2 men near his home. To this day. 2 individuals carrying suspicious bags in the park around 4 a.m. The sound of a possible car collision. Searches. Divers searched the lake, and police inspected an abandoned surgical cabinet following a tip, but results were inconclusive. Challenges and conclusion. Lack of evidence. No strong physical evidence, perpetrator fingerprints, DNA, or tools was ever found. Shift in focus. In March 1995, most investigators were reassigned to the Tokyo subway sarin gas attack, Shinrikyo, causing the Inokashira investigation to lose momentum. Statute of limitations. The case officially expired on April 23, 2009, 15 years later, closing the file forever without a resolution. Common theories regarding the perpetrator. The case remains a mystery, but several theories persist. Number 1. Organized crime, yakuza, or foreign syndicates. The surgical precision and logistical requirements suggest professional resources. One theory, from a 2015 testimony by a man called K, suggests Kawamura was killed by mistake because he resembled a target involved in a dispute with a foreign gang. Number 2. Medical expertise. The precision points toward a doctor, medical student, or someone with anatomical training, like a veterinarian. Number 3. Personal revenge. Theories suggest a fallout with a romantic partner or a specific acquaintance, though no evidence linked anyone. Number 4. Religious cults. Kawamura was a member of a religious organization. Some believed he tried to leave or was killed for internal reasons, a theory bolstered by the proximity to the Shinrikyo events. Number 5. Organ trafficking. Suggested by the fact that the head, torso, and genitals, the most valuable or identifiable parts, were missing. In your opinion, was the Inokashira case killer simply a professional criminal or someone with terrifying medical knowledge who vanished without leaving a single trace? And why does this case still haunt people today, even after decades without a solution? Share your opinion in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe if you're a fan of true crime and mystery stories.